Welcome, Gemini. This is your weekly tarotscope reading for January the 26th through to February the 1st, 2015. So thank you for your likes, your shares, and your favorites. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for your support, truly. Now let's get to you, because we do start with the Nine of Wands, and that's a little bit of anxiety here. So now it's anxiety, but this is kind of like your lessons in life, your path in life, and you're looking at all the different aspects, and you're really being critical would be a word. You're really nitpicking how you've gotten to this point and how you're going to move forward. You're judging yourself. You know, you really have to understand that you've done excellent things in order to be to this point in time. You've overcome things that, you know, it doesn't matter how gnarled and twisted your path has been. There is new growth on every one of those wands. You have not only taken the lesson in stride, but you've learned from the lesson and you've grown from the lesson. And so now it's, where do you go from here? Okay, now we have the Seven of Swords, which really means, you know, this with the Nine of Wands tells me that you are kind of rethinking of what you're taking on your road forward, why you're taking it with you. Do you need it? Do you need more? So you might be looking at education, you might be looking at your relationships, your partnerships. You might even be looking at where you live. But it's really calling to the fact that, you know, you're almost sneaking back into the past to maybe pick up a couple of tidbits in order to take forward with you. The tools you're going to need, the understanding perhaps. So it might be reflection this week on exactly what you learned, going through a trial, going through a period of, well, a roadblock. Perhaps it was a complete rewrite for you. And we have the King of Cups here, okay, which tells me that your ship is coming in. Now, the King of Cups is one who thinks about his path forward, but thinks about his path forward with almost a nurturing care. So it's looking at your dreams, it's looking at your desires, it's looking at your wants going forward, and you're really giving pause to how you are going to manifest them in your life. What road to take, what path to take, the pros and cons of each, okay? And a king does that, okay? You don't get to be king by just saying, you know, flipping a coin and I'm going to try this out for a while. You're really going to be giving it thought and understanding. Okay, and that it's that thought and that understanding and using that energy correctly around you to really just take it back for a moment and realize what you already have in your life and how you want to manifest things going forward. Okay, we have the Six of Swords here. Okay, so this is definitely action forward, moving forward on your path. Now, some of you will actually be moving locations. Some of you will be planning trips and whatnot. But in a general reading, this is you going forward, okay? Those swords are your lessons. They're your security. They're your basis of strength, your foundation, your knowledge, your inner wisdom. But there's something that you need to do in order to kickstart this, okay? And it might be more towards the end of this week, okay? Because this boat doesn't have a motor. You've got a stick, and you need to stick it into the ground, and you need to push yourself off. You need to actually get the boat moving. Now, the energy for the week is the Fool. So this is all about new paths, new steps forward, okay? It's really about stepping into a brand new path. It's knowing what you've been through, what you've learned, what kind of wisdom you now hold, and using that in order to exalt yourself forward on a new path. So, I mean, create moments of newness. Try new things. Get out there and experience things that maybe you've always wanted to experience and didn't before. Okay, I think I said that to Taurus as well. The Five of Cups is the unconscious energy here, okay? And this has a lot of negative. So it's almost like, I think this week you'll have a lot of arguments with yourself. Okay, if you throw out the positive, I think a negative will slip up in there and try and rock the boat a little bit, or make you really look deep at what you are projecting forward and giving it the understanding. Okay, maybe you know, playing devil's advocate with yourself is the best thing going this week for you, because you really get a strong sense of who you are, your determination, your want, your desire, how exactly you want to move forward, and it becoming clearer to you, a firm understanding, a foundation for your actions. So be careful of that negative energy coming in, but I think that negative energy, if you use it wisely, could be the devil's advocate that you need in order for you to look at situations from every angle and not walk into any situation with blinders on because of it. Now, the energy for the week is the Seven of Wands. So this is you really standing in your truth. Are you really being solid and strong, and a self-confidence about you of exactly what you want going forward? So what a beautiful energy to have to combat that negative energy slipping in there and saying, well, you know, it's like this and it's like that, and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't have said that, and now here we are. And it's for you to stand in your truth, in your inner wisdom, and know exactly where you want to go and why you want to go there and who you want to go with. Okay, it's knowing how to build your foundation strong before you turn around and go upon that path. Now, as you leave this week and you go into next week, we have the King of Wands. Now, this is a very beautiful energy. This is very high thinking, high thought, optimism, creativity, being one in nature. So this is really being true to yourself. This is really, you know, after you kind of go through, you know, it's kind of like you look at the things in your life, where you are now, how you got to this point, and how you want to go forward. Really, definitely how you want to go forward and what tools you need to actually go forward. Okay. Now this card also, I didn't even touch on it, but this could be your ship coming in that you don't even know about. So when this card is here, sometimes you get that inspiration, or you get that helping hand of support you need. Or perhaps it's a financial gain that you need in order to go forward on your dream. But you pick it up. Okay? You pick up whatever you need. Okay? If you are standing really true and strong this week, I think you will see the help come in. It might not come in till next week, but it's coming in nonetheless, and it's really going to be high thinking. It's really going to be able to be the visionary, looking in tomorrow, seeing into tomorrow, knowing exactly how to, and I hate to use manipulate as the word, but manipulate situations in order for it to exalt you on your path. So in a positive, beautiful way, of course. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.